Alright, this is the start of video number 2 for chapter 14, and we're going to start focusing on customer service. And the focus of customer service is on the service that is required to solve a problem. And the problem is something that the customer encounters either during the purchase, after the purchase, with something related to a good or a service that has been bought. Customer service is part of promotion because a firm needs to view the customer service representatives as a key part of personal selling. Whether a company has good customer service or poor customer service has a direct impact for some customers as to whether or not they're going to buy a product. And regardless of whether the firm or the customer causes the problem, customer service reps need to be effective communicators. They have to have really good judgment and realize that they are advocates for both the firm and the customer. So they got to make sure that they're taking care of the firm itself and not just costing them a lot of money, but they have to build that relationship with the customer, take care of the customer, and make sure that the customer is happy and satisfied to the extent that they possibly can be. Sales manager has to organize the sales force so that all necessary tasks are performed to the best of their ability. If different people handle different sales tasks, firms might have to rely on what's called team selling, and that's when different people work together on one specific account. Now, different target markets, again, referencing back to our target markets, that specific group of people, different target markets need different selling tasks. So depending upon who it is that you are selling to, you have to adjust your selling tasks to meet their needs and wants and their unique criteria, their demographics, just whatever that happens to be. Some salespeople specialize in telephone selling, which is often referred to as telemarketing. It's quick, it's inexpensive, and it can provide a way to serve customers who would otherwise be too expensive to support. But telemarketing tends to be more of a pain to customers and an inconvenience. Some sales tasks are done in sales territories, and sales territories are geographic areas that is the responsibility of usually one salesperson, or depending upon how many people are in that territory, that geographic area could be the responsibility of several people working together in one territory. The size of the sales force also does depend on the workload per salesperson. You don't want to have them doing nothing. You don't want to have them overworked as well. All right, on this slide, we're going to talk about the difference between relying on technology and relying on people for personal selling. Marketing managers, sales managers, and a lot of the bigger firms are finding that some tasks that have traditionally been done by salespeople can now be handled effectively and efficiently at a lower cost by information technology and e-commerce systems. Now, the 4 things that you see there, I'm just going to kind of walk you through them. In situations requiring a significant need to create and build relationships and a low degree of information standardization, that is when a salesperson is likely to be required. All right, significant need to create and build relationships. That is where you need a person to handle that. Salespeople can be persuasive. They can create problem solving. They can fix issues that customers tend to have. All right, so that's a key right there. In situations that require a significant need to exchange standardized information, but not a great need for relationship building, that's when marketers can use e-commerce. Okay, they can exchange information about inventory, orders, delivery status, whatever, and a lot of times that's done through or via a website. Third one, in situations requiring a significant need to exchange standardized information and a great need for relationship building. That's where technology could potentially provide the standardized information while sales reps spend time communicating with the customer. So it's a combination in essence there. And then the last one, in situation requiring neither a significant need to create and build relationships, nor the exchange of standardized information. Sometimes e-commerce can substitute for personal selling. All right, this is where even things like electronic banking, if you do your banking online, if you ever use an ATM machine, online shopping, things like that are an example there as well. Information technology providing tools to do the job. If I refer to information technology as IT, just interchangeable. Now, the IT advancements have led to changes in how sales tasks are handled. Many of today's sales representatives rely on a variety of software and hardware that they didn't have 10, 15 years ago. There's new software that deals with spreadsheet analysis, presentation graphics, time management and organizational software packages, sales forecasting packages, all kinds of stuff like that. Shelf space management is another one. In regards to hardware, these are devices that include, let's see, you have your cell phone, that's a big one, right? Laptops, you have tablets now that are not just tablets but could also serve as laptops. Video conferencing systems, there's just a lot that goes into that as well. Now, the availability of these technologies does not change the basic nature of the sales, okay, and the sales tasks as well that need to be accomplished. What they do change is how or the way that the job is done. Now, if a firm does expect salespeople to be able to use these technologies, they need to make sure that they train people with these technologies, this hardware and the software, so that they use them to the full capabilities. Now, motivating salespeople is very important, and it requires careful assessment of the needs of the company and the individual when setting compensation. Compensation is just simply how are you going to pay them for the work that they are doing. First of all, there has to be a job description. The job description is just simply a statement of what is expected of you. In this case, as a salesperson or just as anybody in general, there will be a description for your job title. The book mentions the fact that good salespeople are trained, not born. I do believe, though, that some people are born with an ability to be comfortable speaking with people. Some people are able to just go up to anybody and just start a conversation, and that's something that's very helpful, but training is absolutely critical. All salespeople do need some training. Even those that are able to speak with other people easily, speak in front of groups of people easily as well, are very persuasive as well, naturally. Training is required to learn. You need to learn different methods of selling. You need to learn how to identify customer needs. Some people need to learn how to be organized. Some people need to know how to promote the particular product line that they're selling. Make sure that all salespeople are trained effectively before they go out and become the face of the franchise to the customers. All right, different levels of compensation. All right, different methods of payment here. To be able to recruit good salespeople and then be able to keep good salespeople, your firm has to have an attractive compensation package that motivates salespeople to become top performers. Two basic decisions have to be made in developing this compensation package. The first is the level of compensation, and then the second is the method of payment. Regarding the level of compensation, the amount of money a person can make should be at least comparable to that of your competition. All right, if you really want to attract the best salespeople, you want to have it a little bit higher so that you're paying them better and they don't go to the competition as well. Compensation does vary with the job and the skills that are needed for each particular job. Now, payment methods also vary. There are usually three traditional methods of payment. One is straight salary, and straight salary simply is dealing with you get a specific amount of money each year, regardless of how many hours you put in, regardless of how many sales you get. You just get the same amount day in and day out. Now, this is very safe. This is something that is a lot of times not very motivating for people because they know that they're going to get paid regardless. So straight salary is something that you just have to be careful with. Sometimes on the far other end is what's called straight commission, and straight commission is where you get a percentage of all of the items that you sell. Okay, so if you're a really good salesperson, straight commission can be good. If you sell a lot of products, you can make a lot of money. But if sales are down, for whatever reason, the industry is faltering and people are just not buying the products, then it can be very hurtful and can be harmful to you as well. Right, so straight commission is a percentage of everything that you sell. The third option is what's called a combination plan, which is in the middle of the two. This is where there is a lower straight salary there. There's a salary included, but it is usually pretty small, and then you get a commission, a smaller percentage commission on top of that salary. So that there is some motivation there to work harder and sell products, because still the more you sell, the more money that you can make as well. All right, last slide here is checking your knowledge. It just says, after spending 2 years in the insurance business, Anne McCauley decided to go to graduate school so that she can become qualified to teach high school English. Even though she had a reasonable amount of success in selling insurance, she could not deal with the variability of her income from month to month. She said, quote, "In some months, I earn all the money I need in a couple of days. In other months, I can work hard all month long and earn nothing." She wanted a career with more regular earnings. It sounds as though Anne was on a blank compensation plan in the insurance business. If she said that she can earn all the money she needs in a couple of days, and other months she can work hard all month long and earn nothing, that right there is straight commission, okay, based upon this number of sales that you have. All right, and this is the end of video number 2.